Talk about the long, strange trip for the Sheepdogs that's only just beginning. The lead singer of the band, Ewan Currie, the bassist, Ryan Gullen, both with me in studio. Thanks for coming in so early.
Good to be here.
Great to meet you. Congratulations on how everything's going.
Thank you.
Let's talk about that video shoot. We had our cameras there. It was just outside. How'd it go?
It went great. It was our first time doing, a big budget video, and it was really smooth. No hitches. People were in a good mood.
Nice.
It was a beautiful day.
Nice.
Yeah, we had lots of people that came down because we needed extras.
Because they knew you were there.
Yeah,
because everyone's caught up in the Sheepdog story since you won the contest to be on the cover.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Tell me one thing that shows how life has changed for you since you ended up. Can we get a good close-up? Here's the cover if you haven't seen it in the newsstand. There it is. Sheepdogs won the right. How's life changed?
Probably the number of times a day we talk about ourselves, in interviews and things like that.
Last night we went for supper and had people come over and ask to take a picture
at your
with
table?
us. Yeah, well, we were just leaving. I saw they were talking about us because I could hear them. But yeah, they came up and asked for a picture. That happens quite regularly.
And I went to the Blue Jays game the other day, and I got 5 guys on the way in were high-fiving me and giving me props.
What do you think of that?
It's cool.
It's been pretty positive so far, so it's pretty lovely. Yeah, it's nice.
We were talking in the commercial break about people that follow them, they're fans, and you listen to the music. It's the kind of music that you can see people huge affinity for and just following you from tour date to tour date. You got a Sheepdog Nation.
Yeah,
you're telling me.
Yeah. The guys with the long hair and the beards, we call them the Sheepdog Nation.
Well, it's going to grow based on this.
Yeah, it's like a lost tribe for guys with, hirsute gentlemen who like to rock, and the females too.
Yeah.
Not guys.
They're welcome to join.
Absolutely.
All right, the article in this. It's the talk right now because there's a little bit of controversy over whether or not you have trashed your hometown, Saskatoon, bitten the hand that feeds you. What do you make? Do you think the article's a fair depiction of what you said?
I wouldn't say it's a balanced look at Saskatoon at all. No, it's not. But you have to consider what the magazine is and what the article is. It's a rock and roll magazine, and they're writing about a rock band. They're writing about us, the Sheepdogs,
and your life and your experience in the clubs and things you've played.
And the types of things that we did that particular time frame with the writer, Austin Skaggs, and we went to some kind of divey bars, but was sort of appropriate for the evening that we had in store. And I think that folks need to remember that the kind of magazine it is. It's rock and roll. They're going to focus in on certain elements.
Do you worry though, Ryan, that it portrays Saskatoon in a bad light?
I don't necessarily worry as much as I can understand, I guess, maybe a little bit why people would be concerned. But I think a lot of people need to also realize that anytime that we do an interview, we're always kind of left the interpretation of the writer. And the challenge with any interview is that they're always going to interpret. We're always misquoted or whatever. And it's something we have to live with. And we have to live the fact that it's about us and has us quoted doing things. And I think the other challenge with it is just that a lot of people just don't realize they were excited about Rolling Stone, but maybe have never read a Rolling Stone before. I mean, to us, it's very much Rolling Stone. It's a rock magazine. It's for entertainment purposes, and they're going to spin it how they want for that reason.
Well, some people's noses are out of joint at home, but a lot of people are taking it in stride and lighthearted in the tone in which it was meant, and they're happy for you all the same. Do you think you're playing? I was checking your schedule. October the 3rd back in Saskatoon in the Credit Union Center. You think it'll be warm? Are you concerned at all about whether they might be a little bit of, hey, these guys?
I think that most of the noise about the controversy is coming from the type of people that don't necessarily go to rock shows.
Okay.
I think they're unfamiliar with sort of the rock and roll world and Rolling Stones, so I think that I anticipate the reaction being warm.
And we'd like to always keep saying, like, we represent Saskatchewan on a regular basis, and we're very proud of where we're from, and we're very proud of how much our lives have been changed as a result of the people that have gone out and voted for us for this competition. So by no means do we ever want to, we're not dissing Saskatchewan to people of Saskatchewan. It's like we're very indebted because it's changed our lives. So I mean, we don't want people to think that we were just using them to try to do something because it had nothing to do with that. We're very proud of where we're from.
Touring. Mentioned October in Saskatoon. Tonight, Toronto, playing tonight. Is that right?
Tomorrow
night. Sorry, I got my dates mixed on. I'm just back from holidays. I'm all confused. The computer's all confused. Playing here in Toronto. That'll be a great show. You were supposed to go out with the Kings of Leon, and they've canceled some of their U.S. dates. Does that put your touring in jeopardy? Or are they okay?
We weren't sure when we heard that news. We certainly were a little nervous. But as far as we know, the tour is planned to go ahead as planned, and part of it will be that October 3rd date back in Saskatoon.
Okay,
so
excellent.
We anticipate it being okay.
And also, as part of your the cover and the contest you won, a record deal with Atlantic.
That's right.
So what are the plans there?
We're pretty busy with touring pretty much for the rest of 2011, and then I think the plan is January to hit this, hit some kind of studio. We're still not sure. We're working out the details on that, but and then just hunker down and make another good album, hopefully.
Atlantic did just release an EP of songs you recorded with the contest, and that's available now. So that's kind of some
on
newer
iTunes.
stuff. Yeah, on iTunes. Available now on iTunes. So.
Terrific. Get that zing in there.
Just
Get that little plug just
plug.
down. Work just in before I go. Before I let you go.
Sorry, CBC.
We'll see if we can add to Sheepdog Nation by our
Yes.
conversation. Again, congrats. It's been fun to follow your ride. We've been doing so all through the contest, and nice to meet you in person.
Oh, thank
Good
you,
luck.
Tyler.
Thanks
so
a lot,
much.
guys. Ryan and Ewan from the Sheepdogs.